Brahma, Rama, Rama, Hari, Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari, Hari, Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Krishna. Oh, was that 10? Krishna. Okay.
Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna, Hari, 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 Rama, 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 Hari, Hari.
Great. You want to share something from last session?
Yes, I just wanted a short reminder where we left off. We talked about the analogy of the tree being nourished at the roots, and like the and about like the different body parts, like the hand gives the food to the mouth, it gives to the stomach, and the stomach is what brings the food into energy, and and we talked about the supreme absolute truth. We ended on that, in the complete absolute truth, or the personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna. He is the complete whole.
Yeah, that's very well.
Did you have something to add?
What I remember is the principle being spoken is water the root, meaning, like you said, when we have a tree, to nourish the tree, you water the root of the tree. So the analogy goes with coming to us, what's our root? From where did we come? Like the branches, the leaves, everything comes from the ground. So you water the ground where the roots are. Roots get nourished, and the branches and the leaves get nourished. So, what is our root? From where do we come? We come from the Lord, and that's our root. And so, if we can worship the Lord, chant his glories, read his instructions, and try to follow his instructions, then that's our root. And till we are watering that root, our nourishment comes from there, instead of, like, the example of the hand feeding the mouth. The hand cannot enjoy on its own. If we want to enjoy on our own, we will be frustrated.
Yeah. Yes, I remember that. But the hand is necessary to get the food to the mouth to get to the stomach. But it's just part of the whole.
Yeah, the hand's importance or significance is there till it is connected to the body. If the hand is lying by itself, cut from the body, then the hand has no significance.
Okay.
Till the hand is connected to the body, yes, the hand has a function and it participates in that function. But if it is lying on the floor all by itself, it has no meaning.
Right. In and of itself, it's nothing.
Yeah. So similarly, we on our own hardly have any function, but if we connect with the Supreme and we try to serve the Supreme, then we are working in that function, and we become glorious because we are glorifying the Lord. Like the hand becomes nourished because it is feeding the mouth.
Yes.
Okay, let's go further and see what we have today.
Okay.
You see big enough to read, or?
Yes. Yes, I can. Where did we leave off? Are we at it is also explained, or we shall find?
So we left off here. You said
Yeah.
complete whole.
Okay.
We'll start from the next paragraph.
Okay. Do you want me to go?
Sure.
Do you want to? It is also explained in the Gita that impersonal Brahman is also subordinate to the complete supreme person. Brahmano hi pradishtaham. Brahman is more explicitly explained in the Brahma Sutra to be like the rays of the sunshine. The impersonal Brahman is the shining rays of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Impersonal Brahman is in complete realization of the absolute whole. And so also is the conception of Paramatma. In the 15th chapter, it shall be seen that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Purushottama, is above both impersonal Brahman and the partial realization of Paramatma. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is called Saksid Ananda Vigarha. The Brahma Samhita begins in this way. Ishvara, Parama, Krishna, Saksidananda, Vigraha, Anadir, Adir, Govinda, Sarva, Karana, Karanam. Govinda, Krishna is the cause of all causes. He is the primal cause, and he is the very form of eternity, knowledge, and bliss. Impersonal Brahman realization is the realization of his Sat, eternity, future. Paramatma realization is the realization of Saksit, eternal knowledge. But realization of the personality of Godhead, Krishna, is realization of all the transcendental features. Sak, Chit, Ananda, eternal knowledge and bliss in complete Vigraha form. At our yoga studio on the back wall, my teacher has Sat Chit Ananda painted real big because he says that's his favorite, one of his favorite things. So I'm familiar with those three terms. Now, is Govinda another name for Krishna?
Yes.
Okay.
What comes to mind when you hear impersonal Brahman?
Impersonal Brahman. Just like not a close relationship with Brahman.
What comes to mind for me is many people think, like we said, we need to water the root. Different people may have different idea about the root. Some people think we come from light. So they say God is light.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes God or the Supreme Lord impersonal, because when you say he is light, then he does not have a form.
Okay.
And how can somebody who does not have a form give us a form?
Right.
Like if I say my parents gave me a birth, I have form, but my parents don't have any form. It does not make much sense.
Mm-mm.
So, but the Supreme Lord is realized or is known in three aspects, like we read, the Sat, the Chit, and the Ananda. So the Sat feature is the Brahman feature, where you see a light, which is true. You see a light, but that light is light coming from the Lord's body.
Mm.
That's real, but that's not the ultimate reality. So there is light, which is the light coming from his body. Like here is the mention of chapter 15. Chapter 15 gives a description of the place where the Lord lives, and it is said that place does not need sun, moon, electricity. Why? Because the light coming from the Lord's body is like 100 suns emerging at one time, 100,000 suns emerging at one time. So the effulgence itself illuminates the whole place. You don't need a sun, a moon, or electricity to illuminate that place.
Mm.
So That's the Brahman feature. That's the Sat.
Hmm.
And then the Chit is Krishna, or the Lord, also resides in our body.
Hmm.
Only then we are able to do what we do. If he takes a vacation, then we cease to function.
Mhm.
That feature of the Lord that is there present in our body is called Paramatma, or the Chit. And then there is Ananda, which is the full realization of Krishna, that Krishna is a person. When one knows that, then one is blissful. So next time, whenever you see the word Satchit Ananda on the yoga studio, you can remember
Mhm.
what they mean.
Yes. Yeah, that's neat that came up here.
Okay, you have anything more in this paragraph, or should we move on?
Um, um, is Brahma another name for Krishna, or another name for God?
Brahman is, many people may think like that, and it is not incorrect, because Brahman is the effulgence that's coming from Krishna's body.
Oh, okay.
That's called Brahman. So it's part of him. Prabhupada explains it like this. He says, there is a sun. So there is a sun planet where the sun god lives. So sun god is a person. And then there are rays coming from the sun planet to earth. So when we see the sun rays entering our house from the window, it's coming on your face right now, and we say the sun is here, which is
Mhm.
true. But then those are the rays of the sun coming from the sun, which is out in the sky. In actuality, sun is a planet, and then there is a person who lives on that planet, who is sun god, and he is responsible for the sunlight. So if I say the sun is here, it's not incorrect, but then it's not a full picture. What's coming into my house is just a tiny ray of the sun. Sun is way bigger than that tiny ray.
Mhm.
So if I say Lord is Brahman, which is true, because Brahman is the light that's coming from his body, but then that's not the complete truth. I'm not seeing a full picture at that point in time when I say Brahman is Krishna.
Okay. I just always get confused with one, um the different synonymous names of God, slash Krishna, slash, like Govinda and Narayan. I've heard like there's so many different names. I always get confused if they're all like synonyms for or if they're different entities.
It's like different people. I may have different friends, and different friends may call me with different names based on my mood and my interaction with them. So, like, one example I heard just yesterday was, when Krishna goes to office, he is Vishnu, because he does creation. He's
Mhm.
he's Vishnu when he goes to office. When he is at home, he's Krishna. And when he goes elsewhere, he's people call him as Narayana. So like different friends may call me with different names.
Okay.
Yeah, based on what function or what activities I do with them.
And Shiva, of course, is another name. Would that be correct?
Yeah, Shiva is a demigod, so he helps Krishna do the creation.
Oh, okay.
Or yeah, he's part of the whole gigantic thing working, and he's responsible for the destruction of the creation when the time comes for destruction.
Right. That's my understanding. Okay, just making sure. I always heard Shiva the destroyer, but like Shiva and Krishna and Vishnu, they're all just like different, like different aspects of the same supreme Godhead.
So there are three usually referred to. One is Brahma. Brahma is the creator,
Okay.
Vishnu is the maintainer, and Shiva is the destroyer.
Okay.
And that Brahma is different from this Brahman. If you see here, this has a N at the back.
Mm-hmm.
That's Brahman. But if
Mm-hmm.
you move the N, it's Brahma. So
Mm-hmm.
is a person who helps Krishna do the creation. He's like the architect. Like if Krishna is the owner, he delegates some responsibilities to some people, and Brahma is the first one who he asks to create. And then there is Vishnu who maintains. Vishnu is Krishna himself. He takes the responsibility of maintaining after Brahma creates. And then there is Shiva who destroys.
Mm-hmm.
So Brahma and Shiva are two different persons, identities, demigods, whereas Vishnu is is Krishna himself who comes to maintain.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I just said all right. Were you gonna say something else?
No, I was saying not. It's not so much to worry about the names. If that's too confusing, that's perfectly fine. We will
Oh,
get whenever, as we read, we will know more.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's do let's do the next paragraph. It says people with less intelligence consider the supreme truth to be impersonal, but he is a transcendental person. And this is confirmed in all Vedic literatures. Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam. Katha Upanishad 2:13. As we are all individual living beings and have our individuality, the supreme truth, the supreme absolute truth, is also in the ultimate issue a person. And realization of the personality of Godhead is realization of all the transcendental features in his complete form. This complete whole is not formless. If he is formless, or if he is less than any other thing, then he cannot be the complete whole. The complete whole must have everything within our experience and beyond our experience. Otherwise, he cannot be complete. the same thing we discussed is being spoken here, that Krishna is a person.
What is the translation of that you read from the Upanishad? The Nityo, what's the translation of that?
Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam is Krishna is a person like we are a person. He is not impersonal. That's the reason the explanation is given, that as we are all individual living beings and have our individuality, the supreme absolute truth is also in ultimate issue a person.
Okay. Huh. Because you always like picture like some sort of giant or some sort of like, not like, I don't like, not human like. I'm not saying he's human like, but like, I don't know. It's just so much to take in. I'm gonna grab a tissue real quick right here. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because this is saying that he is that he is a person.
Mm-hmm.
Like in my mind, I always pictured him like is above a person.
Okay, you want to see a picture of him?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find something.
Oh, I've seen that picture before, or something similar. And that's Rama with him.
So this is Krishna, and this is Radharani, his consort. There are different pictures. Let's see if we can see one more. So this is Krishna in his deity form.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. I was making a presentation yesterday, and I can share something from there if you like. Let's see. This here, I don't know if you can see well. This is another picture of Krishna. The next presentation that I'm doing, it actually has introduction to Krishna. So this is a picture that I picked for depicting how Krishna looks. So if you see in this picture, are you able to see the picture? I don't know.
On the left with all the adornments?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So he is a person, and if you see, the difference between him and us is our body is made up of matter. His body is made up of transcendence. So he is very much a person, but then because he's the supreme person, he has a body that's like our soul is made up of a different substance than our body is made up of.
Mm-hmm.
And when our soul leaves the body, we say the person left the world.
Mm-hmm.
So our soul is made up of a different substance than our body is made up of. And our soul is made up of the spiritual substance.
Correct. Yes.
And Krishna's body is made up of that spiritual substance.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So he is also a person. When we look at him, we may think he's one of us, because he looks like us, he does things like we do, but his body is made up of transcendental substance, a spiritual substance.
Okay.
And like we are affected by different modes, like we get angry, we need to sleep, we get hungry, we get thirsty, we have all these urges because we have a material body.
Because we have what? A body?
A material body.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
Our body is composed of blood, bones, urine, pus, mucus.
Mm-hmm.
This is what our body is composed of.
Yes.
But his body, because it is composed of a spiritual substance, he does not have the urges like we have.
Oh.
So he is a person, but then he's different. Our idea of a person may be different from the kind of person he is. But for sure, he is a person.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the presentation what are you doing the presentation for? Is it for something for school or for a group that you're in, or what is, I'm just curious.
So on this Facebook group, I do another set of learnings, which is I make presentations and I do Bhagavad Gita in a presentation format.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you go on the Facebook, you will see different presentations starting from the Bhagavad Gita introduction that we are reading.
Mm-hmm.
Starting from there to chapter 1. So currently I'm in chapter 1, verse number 21, 23. So that's the presentation I am doing right now.
Now, are you and I only doing the introduction?
Sorry?
Are you and I only doing the introduction?
So this one we are doing.
I mean, does our study end after we get through this introduction?
We will go to chapter 1 after the introduction.
And then on?
Yes.
Will we be doing the whole Gita is my question?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I got worried for a minute that we were stopping after the introduction. I've been very disappointed.
No, we are not.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. We will continue till we live in this world, hopefully.
Maybe a few years from now, but I'm just kidding. Or maybe not.
I have a group that I have been doing for maybe last 5-6 years. So we started the Bhagavad Gita and now we are in chapter 15 of the Bhagavad Gita. We are
Oh,
yeah, we did for like 6 years. It took us a long time because like we do once a week. Everybody's
mhm.
so
Yeah.
it took us like 5 years to get to chapter 15, but it has been a very relishable and memorable journey reading Bhagavad Gita with others.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah. So we will continue.
Okay.
Okay, it's 8:45. What should we do?
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was yeah, I have to go. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I have an in-person meeting I gotta run to.
sure. So let's pause here and
Okay.
we will connect back next week. What time and day we are doing next week?
I can do this time next Saturday if you can. I can't do Sundays anymore.
Okay. Yeah,
For
we'll
quite-
do Saturday this time.
Okay, perfect. All right. I'll see you then.
Okay, take care. Bye.
Thanks. You too. Bye.